What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we have another interesting videos to react to. And if you're joining me for the first time, my name is Profit Eneh and I welcome you to this page. So remember how we do it. I want to encourage you right away to make sure you subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my videos, and if you've been watching and not subscribed, please do so. Tap the subscribe button down somewhere here or here. I don't know where it is, but you know where it is, you can see it. So subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, if you like my opinions, if you like the things I share with you, please do well to like this video so that YouTube can see that, oh, this content is good, let's push it more to other people, share it with your friends. And you know how we do it. I'll just watch this video with you guys and I make my comments, because sometimes some people can be cray.
What's the lowest amount of money a guy should spend on a wedding ring for you?
Oh, it should be like for sure 40K. Yeah. We have standards here.
Yeah, that's the standard. Would you have been a little upset if it was
standards.
10K?
Yeah, probably.
How do you come to that number?
Wow, you'd be upset if it was 10K. I mean, some people, like, you know, and wait, 10K, this is not 10K naira or like 10K local currency. This is like 10K dollars. Do you know how long it takes for some people to actually make 10K? Like, that's a lot of money.
Well, I was like trying to be polite, and you know how there's the typical, what is it? It's supposed to be like 3 months of their salary. Yeah. Like did what 3 months of his was, and then I lowered it a bit and left some cushion. So I was like, this would be sufficient.
Like who? I need to see who made these standards. Like I need to see who came up with these ideas. Like it's funny how so many people are no longer original. Like we don't have a lot of original people. Most of the things we make standards now. You're hearing, oh, this is a standard here. Yeah, we make standard, but some of these standards are not original. Like this is something you see other people doing and you feel like, oh yeah, it's good, and you adopt it, whether it fits into your lifestyle or not. That's the problem. A lot of people, men, women, they no longer have standards of their own. They just borrow standards from people. You see someone doing something, you don't even care if their lifestyle matches yours. You don't even care where they are coming from. You don't even care what their life has always been. And you feel like, yeah, because this thing sounds good to me, yeah, I should adopt that and make it a standard for myself too. Isn't that crazy? 3 months salary. So technically, if he's making like say 500K per year or whatever, you expect him to use his 3 months salary to buy you an engagement ring. well, that's the world we are in.
Left some cushion. So I was like, this would be sufficient.
What's the worst question you can get asked on a first date?
What's your number?
Yeah. Like body count?
Yeah. But
And you like that one?
it's just a weird thing to ask. And I don't feel like people should care about your past dating history if I'm on a date with you now.
Why do you think guys care so much about body counts?
You know, that's the funny thing that people do, is that they go ahead and live a very annoying kind of lifestyle knowing that this is not good, but then they expect you to come and then be okay with everything they have done. No, it doesn't work that way. That's what we normally say. We keep saying it and we'll say it again. Every decision you make today will determine your tomorrow. Every single decision you take now, every single action you take right now will determine your future, because that's how these things work. You cannot go about making annoying decisions today, wasting your life away, and then tomorrow you expect somebody to just appear from nowhere and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm okay with your past. No. There are some people that might do it. Maybe people like you who have lived that kind of lifestyle, they'll be like, yeah, I have a terrible past too. Well, we can ignore each other's past and then move ahead and all those kind of stuff. But no, not everybody will do that, because some of us have taken the time to work on ourselves. We have taken the time to develop ourselves. We have taken the time to actually live a life that is worth aiming to live, like a life that you know that, yeah, we're not perfect, but then we're not crazy at the same time. You don't expect us to come tomorrow in the future and be like, oh, yeah, and take all your toxicity and everything. No, it doesn't work that way. You cannot live a terrible lifestyle and then expect people to forget it tomorrow. No, that's why today you need to start making better decisions, so that tomorrow somebody will not start judging you with your past. Yes, whether you like it or not, we are all human beings. People will judge you with your past. You are judging other people with their past too, in one way or the other. So don't expect that someone will not judge you with your past. No, it doesn't work that way. Instead of trying to say nobody should judge me by my past, try to stand now to live a better life. That's what you should be doing. live a better life, make better decisions. Because the truth is that not all of us can be able to deal with the past you already have. There are some past that people can deal with. That's what I always say. Before you decide to date people, or before you decide to go deep into it, ensure that there are some past you have shared with them, because that thing you feel like, oh, you shouldn't know my past, it will come back to haunt you, because not everybody has the capacity or the mind or the strength to be able to deal with that past, whatever you have done in your past. So yeah, people will keep judging you based on your past. That's why, if you don't want to have people judging you for your past, start making better decisions today. At least the past you already have is enough. Start making better decisions tomorrow, so that they can have something to look forward to and say, oh, okay, yeah, maybe it was far back. Maybe we can refer to it as being far back or whatever, but not like you just changed like a year ago, or like maybe 2 days ago, or whatever. You expect us not to judge you by the whole things you have done. No, it doesn't work that way.
Care about your past dating history if I'm on a date with you now?
Why do you think guys care so much about body counts?
That's a good question. I don't have a clue.
Me neither.
I think guys care about this. I don't know. This has not really been a conversation for so many years ago, but it's becoming a conversation because of the movement of all this, feminism and all this kind of movement where it's your body, your choice, you do what you want to do. And to some extent, I agree and still disagree in a way, but then it is what it is. We're in the world. So there's this saying that men hold the key to marriage if a lady gets married or not, while women hold the key to sex if sex happens in the relationship or not. To some extent, it's true. I believe that both of them contribute in a way, but then if you start rating which one is higher, I believe it's true in that sense, because if a woman says no, it's most likely never going to happen. So and if a man says like no to marriage, if it doesn't bring up the idea, it's probably never going to happen when it comes to marriage. So that's why they feel like if you have slept with so many persons in the past, that means you probably are very loose or whatever. That means you are like for the street or whatever, however they put it. So I think maybe that's why they care about it. Like, you have the key to secure this thing, but then you give it away, something that is meant to be sacred. Yes, sex is meant to be sacred. Even the Bible talks about it. It is supposed to be done within the confines of marriage and not outside marriage. But then we're in a society where they don't even care about the word of God anymore. But then this is the truth. The God who made this earth that we are in said we should have sex only when we are married. So if you hold the key to sex and you're giving it to every Dick and Harry and everybody that comes along, then I feel like, someone would be wondering, like, do you actually even have self-control? I hope that makes sense. I think that's the whole point why they care about it. I might be wrong, but then that's my thoughts on it.
What do all women simp for, or what do you simp for in particular?
You're asking kind of hard questions. I have no clue. That's a tough one too.
You're asking kind of hard question, but it was so easy for you to answer the one of your engagement ring being 3 months salary. That one was super easy. Because why is it super easy? You have had somebody make those standards for you and you're no longer original, so you copy it. It was easy because but then these ones that are not very popular, nobody has created a standard for it, or nobody has like said this is what it is and the society has run with it. It becomes a very hard question. That question was super easy. It wasn't any way hard, just that you don't have an answer for it because you probably are borrowing people's ideas to run your life. That's what I feel. So all this conversation of 3 months salary, I don't know where you guys get those things. It's just,
let's say I wanted to take you out in Miami. Okay. How much do you expect me to spend on you?
Shit, on an ideal dinner, probably like 300, 350.
What do I get in return?
Company, a good laugh, time with me. I don't know. I feel like
whatever ladies say this thing, whatever some ladies say this thing, like, it's just so funny. Like, he's supposed to come with he's supposed to come correct, organize the date, do everything that's supposed to be done, and all he gets from you is your presence. My God, are you the Holy Spirit or are you Jesus Christ? This is why some of you just make things very hard for yourself. Is his presence not there too? I'm not talking about, like, I'm not saying a guy shouldn't pay for the first date or the date or whatever. Yeah, a guy should probably do that. But like when they ask you this kind of question, don't go with your presence. That's not the right answer. Don't go with your presence. Yeah, you are there. His presence is there too. I know maybe where this guy might be going with this question is the idea of like you're supposed to give him sex, but don't even do that too. That's not what you're supposed to give. You're supposed to be there. You're supposed to be interested. You're supposed to be there to get to know him as much as he wants to know you. The whole dates and paying and other stuff, even 300. What are you doing with three? What? Oh my god! Like the way some ladies call this money, you think like you just go and pluck $300. Like this $300 is something some people probably worked for like a week or like two weeks to get. Like, and you just like spend it on me one night. Yeah, I know. Like sometimes people expect that you are looking for the six-figure guy or whatever, but then that six-figure guy needs to be sure that you probably are not just trying to go out with him because of his money. Because it's the energy it's giving recently that most people just want the money and not even the person. So if the person senses that you're just doing this because of you're hungry, then it becomes, even if he has the money to throw away, he doesn't even want to spend it because it's just a waste of time. But then if he knows that you are interested in getting to know him for him, that is even a better answer, because you're there to get to know him. Because yeah, I'm out on this date with you because I really want to get to know you and see what you like, you want from me, and see if I want the same thing. That's the whole point of a date, getting to know yourself. But when you guys start making it, and I think the problem here, here's the problem. I think when you start making high demand of where you should go on those dates, those monetary values, 300, 400 or whatever, the guy starts equating it to sleeping with you later on. But if you're not trying to bring yourself to those high end money and whatever, the guy doesn't have any say to even think about sex in the first place, because it's supposed to be, it boils down to getting to know yourself. But when you start making these higher demands, the guys start expecting higher things from you. And I think that's where these guys most times try to drag these things. Let's keep watching.
I don't know.
I feel like if I'm going to get ready and I'm going to use all my products to come out with you, I need like a minimum of $200. A minimum, and that's like being nice.
And what does the man get in return?
Funny thing about some of this is that the products, like product, that's the makeup or whatever you put on your face and all the whole dress and all. Right now you're outside, probably with your girlfriend, like this lady you are with now. Did you want anybody to pay for all those things before? Did you leave your house hoping that somebody will pay for all those things? No, you left your house because you're leaving your house. You want to hang out and have fun. That's the same way you should be able to clean up yourself, make up if you want to, and come out and see a guy because you're interested in that guy too. Interested because you want to get to know him. It's not because I mean, some of these things are annoying and they kind of just make me sad.
And what does the man get in return for that?
My presence?
But aren't you having his presence within you already?
I hear you, but no. No. I mean, like, I'm
How
here
is
to
it
get
different?
to know you. I'm here to get to know you. You invited me out.
But he has to drop $200.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're here to get to know me? Are you sure that's what you're here to do? Because I mean, wait. Let me hear what you said here.
How is it
Get
different?
to know you. I'm here to get to know you. You invited me out.
But he has to drop $200
Yeah. Because
minimum.
Yeah. Because
Just
you
just
invited
because
me out.
just because you have to do your makeup.
Just to get to know you.
Anywhere from 300 to 800, maybe. Jumpstart, yeah.
So realistically, you expect a man to spend $800
She's
on
not
a
being
first day?
realistic, like, I think she's
Yeah.
joking.
Has it happened before?
Yeah.
I don't expect him to spend, or I go halves.
So you go Dutch with him?
Yeah, definitely.
You don't think that's less manly, him expecting you to cover your half?
Women want equal.
The whole Dutch thing, I think Dutch, for me, I would say going Dutch, it's something that can happen maybe second date, third date, or fourth date. Maybe when you guys are starting to be comfortable with each other, you feel like, or you don't even need to go Dutch. It might be like you take her out, you pay the next time she wants to pay, take you out. Because see, guys, you also deserve to be taken care of too. Let nobody say this idea that a woman should not spend on you. No. Women spend on men they love. Like, you need to see a woman in love. She will spend on that guy so much. So that's the truth. Women love spending on guys they love too. So like, you can take her on a date, fourth date, fifth date, or even when you are in a relationship, you can talk about it. She can take you out. Let it be like that night she will just want to take care of you. others are fine. If you guys feel like going Dutch, good and fine. But I really think like the first dates, it should just be just take care of it. It feels like it's the right thing to do, right? So I know some of you agree or some of you disagree, but yeah, it's my opinion, my own.
With him.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. You don't think that's less manly, him expecting you to cover your half?
Women want equal rights, so why should a man pay?
I mean, like, let me go off topic a little bit, but like this thing she said, it's very funny because we see so many times when this equality kind of conversation comes and you hear people want to say men and women are equal and all that kind of whatever, but the truth is that men and women can never be equal, and not being equal doesn't mean like anybody's inferior. It means that we have different roles to play. We are different and we bring different things to life and everything. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you are inferior, that one is superior. That's not what really equality is about. But then the way they drag this equality kind of conversation, it feels like, yeah, men are here, women are here. Like, yeah, we bring everything, like we are supposed to be bringing the same. But then when it comes to paying for dates, when it comes to doing some certain things, the equality disappears. Like, if you really want to be equal, then I feel like, personally, if we really want to go for this equality thing, that women should be able to ask men out on dates and everything. Everything can be equal, like, right? We cannot be equal and do it, but no. Life wasn't designed that way. That's the truth. We are different. We are not meant to be equal. We bring different things to life, to relationship, to whatever. So, yeah, it was funny. Like she said, if they want equal rights, then
Sure.
be able to do things equally.
Age.
24. 26.
Where you from?
Los Angeles.
What do you look for in a man?
Paper.
You're kidding.
No.
Why are you so interested in a man's money?
I mean, he has to be like, taking care of me. Of course.
Being that you both live in LA, how much would you expect him to make?
At least enough to take care of me. He doesn't have to be like a rich, but he does have to.
So dollar figure wise, what does that look like to you?
We're kind of pricey.
So let's say I was your man and I was taking care of you. What would you do for me if I'm paying for everything?
Sit at home, cook, clean. Blah, blah, blah.
That's all I'd get in return.
What else do you want?
Do you guys really want me to say anything about this? Do you? Because I don't know. It's just crazy. I think you for me most times by their dressing you shall know them. By their dressing you shall know them. So, well, you go for them, you get what you get. I don't have anything to say.
How long you been together?
A year and like 3 months, yeah?
Yeah, a year and 3 months.
If he cheated on you, would you give him another shot?
It depends. If he's fully taking care of me, then yes. But if I'm taking care of myself, then no.
Can the self-esteem issue or low self-esteem issue just be worked on before you even think of a relationship? Huh? Like I said, most times women date for survival. Some women date for survival. Some men date for survival. Some people date for the wrong reason, the wrongest reason. If he's taking care of you, you're okay with it. If he's taking care of you, you're okay with it. Oh my God. Like, because he's giving you money, then you trade it for faithfulness. Are you really okay? I really pity this young lady because she's in for a very rough ride. Very, very rough ride. Very rough ride.
So describe fully taking care of you.
Financially, emotionally, physically.
You and him live together, he pays for the bills. Yeah. Then you'd give him another shot if you found out.
If I want to go buy something, I can go buy it whenever I want. If I want a new car, I can go get it whenever I want. Then yeah, that's when I'm like, okay.
Why is that okay in your mind?
So it's more like when he does something, I get something back instead of nothing. You have to understand that it's different when he sleeps with another woman versus if I sleep with like another guy.
How is it different?
It's not different. It's not different. It's not different. It's the same thing. If he sleeps with it, I know you're gonna just go ahead and then make all this red pill whatever excuse that man cheats without thinking about it or whatever, and women cheat with emotion. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Somebody gets hurt in the process. That's all that matters. When it's done, does anybody get hurt in the process? If yes, then that's all that matters. It's the same thing. You cheat on your boyfriend, he gets hurt. You cheat on your girlfriend, she gets hurt. That's all that matters. It's the same thing. Forget about the action of the person that did it. It's the action of the person that it is done to that matters more.
For men, you don't have to be emotionally attached. You can think a bitch is hot and just go fuck her. Versus like me, I see a guy, I'm like, okay, he's cute. I talk to him, I'm like, okay, there's some sort of emotion there for me to want to go fuck him.
Have you always thought this way?
I have, yeah.
She has not always been thinking that way. No, she listened to somebody say it and then she adopted it. It's all the same thing. Whether because they say guys hardly forgive cheating girlfriends or whatever, it's because it hurts them so badly. They are hurt, that's why they don't forgive. For women, when they cheat and they find out, it hurts them so badly too. That's all that matters. It's not about the person doing the act, it's about the person that it's done. So I'm saying it again. And here's the problem with so many people. You see now, this girl might end up getting married to this guy, and this guy will be cheating in their marriage. I'm not saying he's cheating. I don't know if he has cheated, but this is a question or whatever. But like people who discover in marriage that their partner, or people who complain about their partner cheating in their marriage, knew that their partner were cheating in the relationship 90% of the time, but just that they ignore it and they go into it hoping that the person will change. They never get to change. They will never get to change. If your partner cheats on you, it's enough ground to end that relationship. I know they will say forgiveness, forgive or whatever. Before you forgive, you need to be extra sure. Like, you can forgive the person, but like before you continue with the relationship, you need to be 100% sure like they are never gonna do it again. Because the truth is that someone who cheats almost likely is gonna cheat again. It's almost likely gonna happen. We hardly see where somebody cheats one time. It might happen, but you hardly see where somebody cheats one time and it's just one time thing. There's always a second time, and sometimes you even discover that they have been doing it, just that you found out that particular time, and now they are trying to say it's the first time or whatever, but it has been happening. I've read a lot. I've had people come to me, and it's all the same. It's all the same. If they cheat on you in a relationship, they will cheat on you in marriage. And the truth is that you cannot be at a marriage. And it's so annoying seeing this lady. I pity her so much because of this whole, if he takes care of me. You will see some of these ladies that will tell you it's better to cry in a Lamborghini than to cry in an uncompleted building or whatever. The truth is that after crying in that Lamborghini or whatever, you understand that it's better to look for a successful in terms of like a guy who is nice and not as rich as your boyfriend or whoever you married, and be with him and be happy, than going after the whole money in the world and discovering that you get the whole money but you still be unhappy in that relationship or marriage. We need to do better. We need to choose better.
What's your age?
24.
28.
Are you ladies single?
Yeah.
No.
You have a man?
I'm married.
How long?
10 years.
And what would you say the state of your marriage is right now? How would you describe it?
The best marriage in the world.
What makes your marriage so amazing?
Just our understanding for each other and each other's needs.
What do you feel like your man understands about you?
That I'm a firecracker and he just has to deal with it.
He just has to tolerate anything you throw at him.
Anything.
You have any kids?
Yeah, we have 2 kids.
That's why their marriage is the best thing or the best marriage in the world to her, because she does anything she wants to do and the man says nothing about it. That's why she's out like this, and the man, and like it's okay or whatever. Anyway, let's just get, I feel like the answer you got right now is why she thinks their marriage is the best. Being together 10 years. Well, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's an amazing marriage, like being together for 10 years. But then you look at it and you discover that, sometimes when people say that their marriage is amazing, it's not really that amazing. It's that they get away with everything they do and they feel very happy with it. But then you might ask this man if he's happy. He might not really be happy in that marriage.
But be honest with me. How does your man feel about the way you're dressed right now?
He hasn't seen me leave the house like this.
Yet.
He hasn't seen you.
No, I got ready at my girl's house.
You see?
But he's okay with it as long as
You
I'm
see?
respectful.
And do you feel like you're pretty respectful right
It's not true. He's not okay with it. That's why you cannot even dress that way and leave the house, because you know that he will stop you from going out. That's why you cannot dress like this from home and leave the house. That's why you have to dress like this, probably go to your girl's house, change, and then when you're going back home, you go back to your girl's house and change again, then go back. And you probably had not seen pictures of you this way outside. There's nothing. If we talk about this as the way she said it, being respectful, whatever, you wouldn't be hiding it from your husband. I said it. The only reason they will be happy or the marriage will be great based on her description in that thing is if they're actually very transparent with each other. And yeah, but they are not. You see, she's hiding a part of her life. This man doesn't even know that she's dressed this way. Maybe it's a girls' night out, and you can, if you watch the friends, you will see the way the friends react, and like the whole body movement and whatever, and laughter and everything. You know that something is really right somewhere. Yeah.
But he's okay with it as long as I'm respectful.
And do you feel like you're pretty respectful right now?
Yeah. Why not? What am I doing wrong?
There's little left to the imagination.
I'm a beautiful woman. I can't change that. I love myself and I like to be like this, but I don't put myself out there for other men.
Put yourself out there for another man, like whatever. Like basically, I feel so bad that women complain about being sexualized, but then they are the one that go on ahead and sexualize themselves, and then they expect men to just look away. Yeah, men should look away. Men should do all those things, whatever. But then you cannot keep putting yourself in this position and expect not to get hit with what comes with it. I mean, why who are you dressing that way to impress? Is it your fellow women, or like you actually really feel like good about yourself, like going out naked or whatever? Like, make it make sense. It hardly makes any sense. But anyway, people do what they want to do. But I'm really very, very sure that the husband doesn't like what she's doing, but just that he doesn't know yet.
What do you look for in a guy?
Any guy, as long as he's taller than 6 feet, I'll find him hot. Funny, weird and goofy, can cook / feed
There's a
me,
list.
ambitious and motivated, hygienic and clean, social and friendly, has been in a relationship before, good shoe game. Should I keep going? It's like long.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Has other interests that aren't
It's
just
long.
sports. Seriously, like fuck off with the golf. Would live within a few hours from my family in the future. This was a big issue in my last relationship. Non-smoker, but I'm a hypocrite. Close with family, thoughtful, like
Non-smoker, but she's a hypocrite. She smokes too.
to try new things and actively makes plans, hiking, going on dates, movies, etc. Likes good music / same taste of music as me, Kid Cudi specifically. Interest with my career, doesn't get jealous about anything, doesn't keep me from any plans, will do what I want and they can't have a problem with that. I'll do what I want and they can't have a problem with that, but that's a given. Makes an effort to meet my friends, likes animals, arm muscles, tattoos, Italian is a bonus, and has sisters.
Sisters. Huge. Biggest green flag.
Oh my god. Some people have so many unrealistic expectations in this life. Like you have that's how long is that list? 20 something, and then when you look at those 20 something, maybe like 5 are actually things that matter there, but then everybody decides I guess this one wants to be original, and then she took the original to the next level. I mean, and so many weird things on those lists. Tattoo, no smoker, but then you smoke. And I guess like half of what she mentioned on those lists, or even more than half of it, she can't even reciprocate. Not just even the smoking. Like she probably is wondering why she's single, or she's probably wondering why she has problem. I know she probably blamed the ex in that other relationship that is the problem, but then here you are having so many unrealistic, especially you want to do what you want to do and he should agree with you. All right, now be the man, lead the relationship, and let's life go on. Well, I mean, you see what we're saying in this life. I mean, sometimes we should stop. Like sometimes put a pause and think about this thing. Are they realistic? Would you find all this in one person? Like, are they actually real? Because I think everything in her list kind of conflicts. It's so hard. Like, even if you pass with 5, you fail with the rest of the 15. Even if you pass with 10, you fail with the rest of the 10. Like, I mean, she's a lot. She's a lot.
If he has an older sister.
Like,
Yeah.
seriously,
Biggest green
we'd
flagger
like
guy
to
if he has an
say-
older sister.
I mean, guys, you guys have seen it. Like, sometimes there's nothing you can do about these things. Like, you just look at it and you're like, oh, okay, well, one thing I want to encourage everybody out here listening to me today is that don't give up. Don't give up. There are still good men out there. There are still good women out there. You just have to be very careful. Like I said about the other ladies, by their dressing you shall know them. I feel like there's always a way to know these crazy people in a way. Like these people that have unrealistic expectation. There's a way to, like, if you look at their lifestyle, you will know. You will know. You don't need anybody to like tell you. You will know. So I think instead of just looking for the baddies, if you really want to settle down with a good woman, stop looking for the baddies. Look for somebody who has a very, very good home training. Most persons, most ladies you see out there, some of them, most guys you see out there, some of them, they don't have good home training because they are coming from a broken family. I'm not bashing anybody for that. It's not your fault that you're coming from a broken family, but then it's usually that case. Usually the core of the society, or what makes a society, is the family system, and when the family system is broken, it tends to affect the society in a lot. That's why most times in America it seems like they're really attacking the family unit, because I think they want the world to be chaotic. But then you see what it's doing, because you see that some people that don't have fathers in their life, some ladies, they really have that issue. They really don't know how to operate with men. Some men that don't have like mothers in their life, or some fathers in their life, they also like act weird on a way. And sometimes even if they have these fathers, maybe because the family is chaotic on its own, it just makes everything chaotic. And you can really know these people if you take your time to look at them very well. That's why I encourage people. And I'm not really always a big fan of like you meet somebody, you go on date, you start dating. I'm always a big fan of like building friendship. I know it's like the long process, but then I believe that when you are friends with people, it helps you to know who you should be, or who you can date, or who you should even go to the next level with. It makes some things clear so that you don't go out there and put yourself out there, and then you have to start dealing with all these people that need actual help and not willing to get the help. But then you understand what I'm saying. So I just want to encourage you, don't lose hope. There's still good people out there, even though the bad ones still exist. We can do what we can do. We'll do our best to correct these things, but then just believe, pray, and trust God. I trust you, God, that you will bring my own person to me. Just let that be your prayer, and he will. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Do well to subscribe, share this video with your friends, like this video if you enjoyed it, so that YouTube can promote it more. And don't forget to check out my next video that will be coming out here or here, whatever is coming out, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. So check it out and have fun, enjoy yourself. See you guys in the next video. All right.